Hey, welcome back everybody. So we're going to do the last mission for the film studio. And it's kind of a toughie. But we'll see.
I'm sorry, but I just can't swallow this right now.
Come on, darling. He's hung like a sperm whale, for pity's sake. How can you not feel the part?
But Stevie...
How's my star director?
Oh, man, the struggle between the artistic integrity and the humping, pumping action continues unabated. And before you ask, yes, all 4 videos will be released by their... Honey, can you please keep the Andacon in the shot? He costs more per hour than you do.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
I was thinking we need some kind of big stunt to really promote the launch. Something that will make a real impact on this city. You got any ideas?
Well, in the old days, they used to have gala events, stars, limos, the night sky crisscross with searchlights.
Searchlights. I got an idea.
Yeah. Well, little sequin numbers and the limos. Premieres. Oh, yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. And the press and the barrage of lights.
Okay, well that was interesting.
She's married to your best friend, and you're on top of the world.
So this mission will also allow us to complete all the unique stunt jumps.
Living under my administration have been bad for you.
2 birds with 1 stone.
We are not talking about me. This is pressing issues.
And I think with that, we're pretty much done with the collectibles.
Yes, excuse me if I may. Can we get to the part where we press the issue?
You see, that's what's wrong with this city. Liberals just want to open the floodgates, let anyone in and make you, the ordinary, hard-working men and women, pay for the pleasure. Well, you have my permission to beat them with sticks. We won't prosecute. You'd be doing us all a favor. Free love, wig out, don't work, make love in the field, and listen to rock and roll or whatever you call it. Meanwhile, Crayshaw, I know your father. He's made a lot of money, which makes him a great person, but for every good conservative, they end up having some wacko commie.
The biggest problem with this mission is the PCJ not surviving the actual mission itself, and then you have to replace it. If you try to push the envelope, so to speak, you're only just asking for it to explode on you. If you make it like halfway through the mission, there are checkpoints that you can unlock. And your bike is starting to smoke, it's probably best to just go and repair it.
We've just started and you have proved yourself, Mr. Shrub, to be...
Alright, so we should get 3 unique stunt jumps in this mission.
I was merely in an exploratory phase, and besides which, Saul the wheat-free clown was
we'll have until 7 o'clock.
Best up-and-coming dietary restricted comic
time limit is not that much of a concern.
I tried to take it to the Catskills, but Mount Scary Large was full. Besides, we are not talking about me, we are talking about you.
Actually, if I remember
correctly... Alright, this is the first unique stunt jump that we'll be getting.
Under legislation I am proposing, all of you vegetarians would be kicked out of Vice City. We were given canines and bicuspids for a reason. To open packages of potato chips.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I always hated that bitch. What's funny about a woman not eating a hamburger? Or miming saving a chicken from the slaughterer's hands?
You gotta be very, very cautious about this.
Cow, a lactating machine for your breakfast cereal. How do you think a little kitty enjoyed that on his birthday? Not very much. There were tears, not laughter. I can assure you, vegetarian performance art must be stopped. Jump it!
God damn it. Alright, well that's not great, because it's just more damage to the bike.
Safe to hear? I ain't got all day.
What? Is there a corn on the cob eating contest you have to get to? Get some chitlins and grits in the oven? You got a date with your sister, eh?
Hey, be nice, man. I just wanted to talk a little politics, and you made it all personal.
Right. Let's all stop bickering, especially you, Shrub.
Alright, this looks like another unique stunt jump.
Confidence is at an all-time low. Nobody feels safe. I saw a man running amok with a gun shouting...
Unmas is all we need.
Gun sales are up, book sales are down. What do you think, John F. Hickory? Please, press the issue.
All right, that's better. Sticking to the matter at hand. Well, it's quite simple, mister. Immigration is to blame. People are flooding into our state from all over America. Trash. It's quite simple. They're bringing their highfalutin, uppity, out-of-state ways and corrupting the place. Ruining it. That's why I and my organization propose we take Florida out of the Union. we start anew as our own country and ban people from Missouri or Kentucky or Philadelphia or any of them fancy places from setting foot on our soil.
You think what? Have you been snorting blocks? Have you read the Constitution?
Yeah, I sure have. It talks about freedom. Freedom for Florida from the stench of people moving here to retire or go on vacation. Build your own damn theme park in your own damn state.
All right,
Florida theme
the
parks
first
is
checkpoint.
For Florida people only.
I think we can
That's
get
what
one
I
more.
say. I mean, I don't go to Alabama to visit a
oh,
theme
this
park,
thing is starting
so
to
why do
smoke
they come
already.
here?
Mr. Hickory,
You know
your
what?
views are a little
Let's
extreme.
go fix it
Plus,
up,
I don't
because
believe
it's
there
only
are
going to get
theme parks
worse.
in Alabama.
Then they should stop coming down my way and build redneck land or whatever. Damn redneck hicks ain't got no class. My views ain't extreme, mister. They're common sense. And what a lot of people would say if they have the guts. If you keep letting people immigrate here from all over the
Unfortunately, there's no pay and spray up here. Oh, you know what? I guess I could have used the Hyman condo garage, but I'm already this far down.
What we're gonna do soon is build a
And hopefully we only have to do this
river
once.
of freedom, a river of hope, a river which runs from the coast to coast and cuts us off from the 47 states of wastrels and
We have a
bad
lot of
influences to the
time,
north.
so
We
time
are
is
going to cut
not a
Florida off
concern
from
for the mission
mainland of
itself.
our
It's more so
oppressors
just
and
wasting
float out the
time in
sea.
general.
Then, the nation of Florida will be free to start over.
We're gonna have to
There'll be
return
no
this to the
long-ass
security guard with
lines
a
at
new
the
paint
log
job, so
flume or the pirate ship
hope you like the
when
new
I
color,
take over.
guy.
You and the kids will be able to ride the rides all day. We will have a roller coaster for each and every Florida family.
You know, you're bordering on treason. What you are saying is a very naughty thing, and only because here on pressing issues do we believe so wholeheartedly in free speech are we allowing it.
It's the truth, my friend, the damn truth. And before you start, I am not a racist. I hate everybody irrelevant of other issues. But I especially hate Yankees, by which I mean anyone from Georgia or further north. Build your own theme parks. Buy your own sun. Grow your own damn mosquito infested
Buy your
swamp,
own
pal.
sun?
We're
What the
gonna
fuck is he
build
talking
ourselves a
about?
river. FBI, CIA, I don't give a damn. They can't stop us. You shrub. You yellow-bellied, tie-wearing, bribe-taking hypocrite. What have
We can
you
also
done
get
for
armor
my
there
city
if we
up
need
there
another
in
location.
Washington?
I've
Although-
ensured important tax breaks for gun retailers.
The fact that
real
we
estate
collected all the
developers, and I've
packages
cut
and
the
it
cost
spawns
of
at our
policing,
hideout
saving
kinda
the
makes
city
it irrelevant.
2% or 25 cents per household over a 6-year period.
At the expense of society. Think of the little
Can get this one
Poor
right here as
people
well.
have no voice in this city.
Ooh,
Every time I
that
find
was
a park
close.
to meditate in, someone brings in a bulldozer and builds condos. The madness must stop.
So you suggest we just stop making babies? People need a place to park their boat and trailer and to put their swimming pool. You're beginning to sound red, and by that I mean you prefer a hammer and sickle over a hamburger.
I'm not little. I'm 5'5". It's time for corporations and all of capitalism to step aside for naturalism. You're not saving this planet. You're spending it. Your credit is no good here. We can't afford to loan you any more
taste of
our
a real
nature.
man's meat.
Those are our trees. I only wish I could
Okay.
be around a little longer to enjoy it. I feel so old. Someone must take my legacy. I must train a little me.
How old are you?
I'm 23, but I feel much older and wiser. I know everything. I've seen a lot of the world.
What does the rest of the world have to tell us?
Okay,
about
this
how
should
to
be the last one. Unique stunt jump, I mean.
college, ride
All
a
unique
bike
stunts
to work
completed.
like a Girl Scout or a
Sugoi.
clown with
Oh, I didn't realize I had gotten off already. Well, I hope I don't get banned by these drawn titties. And now this property generates income up to $7,000. Kind of should try to keep on top of that because it's free money. Not my
Learn
first
to
time.
express themselves properly by
I guess
singing
that's just
or
a trophy
pretending
for
to be a
completing
tree.
the
Have you ever
that
heard a whale
mission.
sing? It's a lonely form of beauty and some very ancient wisdom.
All right,
Helping
now
people
it's
to help
actually saying
themselves
to
with drama and choir and flowers and my
do
dad's
some
money.
chopper missions.
Listen, trust
And the
fund,
first
Tommy.
one
Your
is at
ideas
Ocean
are
Beach.
pathetic. It's no wonder that mankind has woken up
just trying to
one day to
remember where it
find
was.
me in charge, amigo.
Mr. Shrub, you got elected on a campaign
okay.
promising
I know
to
exactly
reduce
where it is.
taxes to zero. But under
Fuck.
your stewardship, we've seen taxes go up by 20% and services decline.
Nobody is interested in your statistics, Chavez.
There's another
Let me
piece of
tell you
armor in that
something,
area
pal.
as well.
I'm better than that. I will
Finding
not-
a lot of places to get
shall
armor.
not- I cannot stoop to your level. They assured me this was a show that understood politics, where we could debate things mano a mano. And I find myself having statistics hurled at me like so much stale confetti. We cannot boil people down to numbers. You have no idea, my friend, what it takes to serve, the sacrifices I've made to help my country, to help our
Oh,
city.
shit! Oof, at least I didn't go in the water. Got a phone call, though.
Tommy, Paolo here, Two Paso Amigo.
What do you want, Paul? I don't want any fake label clothes.
Very funny, mate, but you know I don't touch bent gear. No, I was just calling to see if I can get a part in one of your movies. Back in England, I did a lot of blue stuff, mate. I'm packing more heat than you, my son.
Paul, thanks for the offer. I'll bear that in mind.
Seriously, don't forget about me after all I've done for you.
That's what I'm trying to forget about.
Blue movies. What the fuck does that even mean?
Is brought to you by Ammunition, a proud supporter of public radio.
This guy and
and
his
our
fucking
community.
slang,
we
man,
hope
I
you're
swear to
enjoying
God.
Pressing Issues and the way it challenges your view of society. Unfortunately, public radio in Vice City is under pressure. That's because we're better than everyone. You can't hear this kind of hard-hitting, long, drawn-out programming anywhere else. But you have to give money.
That's right, Jonathan. Money is important. It can be exchanged for goods and services, like getting a hip replacement or funding a starving child in Australia.
I feel all covered with flies right now. Call us. Pledge your money. Give 10% of your income. That's all we ask. And for that, you know everyone can be educated on the important
Okay,
things
so
we
the
discuss
chopper is
on
down that way.
VCPR.
10% is a really small amount. I remember when I was
This is
volunteering
like the
in
third time
Central
I'm doing
America
this fucking
to make
jump.
myself appear less shallow. The native peoples would give you 10% of their land for a pair of mirrored sunglasses, and they would run around me saying "chicle, chicle," which is Espanol for pretty woman. It was very spiritual, like
Oh,
waves.
yes, okay,
Absolutely.
good.
But remember, this radio station could...
Okay, so all you have to do is just drive through the
Anyway, as I was...
drive through the checkpoints. You don't actually need to beat a time or
Radio station.
race
Now back to
anybody.
pressing issues.
Fairly
Shouldn't we
easy.
give out the phone number?
Like I tell the children at the library I volunteer at, look it up yourself. No, you can't go to the bathroom, and stop crying.
That's good advice. Now, back to pressing issues.
Welcome
This
back
fucking
to
map
Pressing
is so
Issues with
fucked up.
me,
Oh my God, it's
Maurice
confusing.
Chavez. On our panel, we got the secessionist
There's like
lunatic
something like
John F. Hickory, liberal rich kid
below
Alan
the
Brayshaw,
tail of
and
the chopper.
neo-fascist
What the
Congressman
fuck?
Alex Shrub. Gentlemen, welcome back.
I don't know
Let's
if
start
you
with
can
you, Mr.
see it, but
Hickory.
there's just like a
Why,
little
yes,
like texture
Florida. I'm
there.
a patriot. I've even got an orange grove tattooed all over my groin.
It's like floating directly behind the
Back to the
tail,
matter at hand.
the back
Public
rotor.
safety. How do we get guns under control in this city?
By giving everyone hope, a dream of a better tomorrow, by encouraging people to grow their own root vegetables. What's the satisfaction of holding a gun in your hand when you could be holding a hoe, planting seeds in a peasant village?
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution, it's a sacred document that should not be changed. Under our Constitution, women couldn't vote, but the liberals come in crying crocodile tears.
Goddamn.
We need to get scaremongers and non-believers men like you, Chavez, under control. I've got a good mind to have your funding removed.
We don't get any funding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good. You won't see a penny out of me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself. I'm not afraid. The Constitution asserts a man's right to bear arms and arm bears and all points in between.
And arm
Whoever
bears.
heard of a gun or a bear causing problems? This is all cocky pop or whatever that word is. It keeps the place safe.
Okay.
Trouble is
It's a little
caused by
fucking
unemployment,
confusing where
and
these things
unemployment
are.
comes from poor economic performance and lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of course not. And if you had a high-rise condo, a mistress, and a seat on the board, would you run around graffitiing your...
Alright, looks like my bike disappeared, so I guess we'll just use this and fly to the next one. Which is... Oh, looks like there's a weapon there. Alright, so the next one is Advice Point. Okay, I know where it is. And if it's not there, then we could just use this.
Of course, there are going to be some growing pains, but what I tell people is this. Gather up your life savings, buy yourself a piece of swamp, drain it, and get rid of the damn wildlife. Then apply for planning permission. Pretty soon, you could have your own retirement community or resort destination holiday place. You can start making money out of the boom, the shrub-inspired boom, and enjoy the kind of things sensible people have. Personal bodyguards, massive fences, and a bigger collection of guns than the other guy. It stands to reason.
No, 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 no. Keep them out of here. We do not want any more old folks. If there are any old people listening, go back to your homes.
Alright,
Florida
chopper
does
should be
not
in this
want you.
area.
Please,
There it is right
die
there.
somewhere else. What's wrong with Nevada or Kansas? We want a river. We need a river. The Freedom River.
And what
and spending all day weaving a basket rather than just buying one at the store. At one point in Uganda, I saw a great lake of sand and a massive speaking dog. It was a dog of love, not of hate. It was a spirit journey.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about hopes, dreams, the magic of television, especially public television. Puppets can say what men cannot.
Yes, but how will that stop people taking baseball
Wow, I'm
bats
surprised
and
I missed
pounding the
that.
living crap out of each other, as I saw in a mother's PTA group meeting recently?
Baseball is our national sport, our national pastime. Joining together as men in order to reward the act of running around in a circle. I will thank you not to take its name in vain, Chavez.
I hate that spring training. Who do those guys think they are? Coming here and getting in the way, showing us no respect, drinking our orange juice and seducing our women folk. Train in your own home, mister. Our national game down here, my friend, is digging. Digging a big ditch. A ditch of hope, which will flood into a river of freedom. So far, we've dug 17 feet. We're almost free, almost, when we are floating away in the Caribbean Sea, free to run things our way, singing Kumbaya in the sunshine, no school, no tax, free barbecue and pinball for everyone, sophisticated entertainment.
Yes, but what about the little guy? What about the guy who is standing there saying, I like being part of America. I like it a lot.
Oh my God.
I get public radio. I can hear Maurice Chavez. I own a small one-bedroom home, a business selling flowers to people stuck in traffic. 3 or 4 radios, all turned on to VCPR. A dog, 15 ice cubes. But I don't feel safe. I'm worried about gangs.
Alright, another easy mission. Okay. Alright, I know where the next 2 are.
Background is gonna spend his time stealing things and posing in silly clothes when he could be getting ahead with a minimum wage job and making
We can
his
actually
parent
see
proud.
how much
The dream of
money
America is to live
the
in a
film
duplex
studio
and share a yard.
accumulated
Why would
once we're done with
anyone wanna
this.
threaten that
We
great
actually need to go a little
future?
south.
Answer me that and I'll show you a green dog.
And speaking for the underdog, the foundation I set up with my trust fund, we believe gangs are a valid expression of a people's identity, a grouping, a community within a community. Gangs are a way to be noticed in the boxy
Yep, there it is
suburbs.
right there.
You scream out, rather than urinate at the edge of your
The only way to
camp
get
like a
up here is
proud
with the
native.
fucking helicopter.
We spray paint our names on the walls of the mall.
Why do they feel the need to put it here? It doesn't have to be here. What the fuck ever, man.
wanted to be a Marine.
Gangs have to learn to love, to be inclusionary. We'd award badges to good gangs and give bad gangs a silly hat to wear. It would give people something to feel a part of. Kill with kindness, not a garden tool.
Yes, but what about the guy getting beaten up on the street? Or the man having his motorcycle stolen? What about him?
Or her. Some of the best bikers are really women. Anyone can join our group. This is about poor people getting together.
But your father owns half of Florida. How are you part of the working class?
Like I said, possessions are not important at all. I'll pick up a hitchhiker in my convertible any day. The other day, I picked up a young woman and we discussed a non-violent solution to war. We called it peace.
Oh my
Your
god,
father
this
is a
fucking
great man.
guy.
He's done more for the arms trade in this state than anyone else, myself included. And you shame him with the socialist, jiggery, pokery hootenanny. America needs hope, not songs that are supposed to send food to the poor. Songs will get you nowhere. This country needs something to aim for, like being rich and laughing at poor people, or being in government and laughing at the electorate.
Now, Mr. Shrub, let's not make this personal. I appreciate your attempt to press the point, but we are here to press the issue. My city is in trouble, and I think we're not really providing any serious solutions. So far, we've got secessionism, rearing its ugly head for the first time in a century and a half. We've got ignore it, and we've got give everyone a flower. You're all a little unrealistic, yes?
Come on now,
Maurice?
Not to say over-opinionated and moronic, Mr. Crashaw, how do we stop people running amok in the city with machine guns and heavy artillery?
You've got to give a man a chance. Prisons are overflowing with wasted potential. Make the guilty men innocent once more. Free them from themselves.
How? How on earth do you do that?
Well, you could let them off.
Marvelous.
What?
Great. That's a sensible plan.
Then they wouldn't be guilty and...
There we go. Alright, there's only one chopper mission left.
Most things, we in government are saving money so that you don't have to. When we spend less money on services, more goes to administration salaries and expenses, which helps make lives a lot less difficult for everybody. It's about sharing. Sharing your taxes out amongst the select few. That's why... That's a damn lie. They called me Wet Fart.
They called me the Bat because my voice didn't break until I was 19.
So, Mr. Shrub, I take it you don't believe in regulation.
I believe in giving people a chance, not tying them down with lots of needless regulations. The fact is, business is run by moral people who won't do anything illegal or try to get rich quickly.
But since you got elected, Vice City has been characterized by a government who cut aid to the poor, offer tax breaks to the rich, and pay people to dump toxic waste near schools.
Yes,
it's a little closer than I anticipated.
And up on Capitol Hill, you were instrumental in pushing through a bill allowing the manufacture and sale of giggle cream, a dessert with potential lethal consequences.
Not true. Only 23 people have died, and several of them probably deserved it.
Damn.
With people being set such a bad example by big business, how are they supposed to respect each other, to act safely in society? And how are they policed by a demoralized and underfunded police force?
Well, I'm afraid that's apparently quite a difficult question, but my solution is easy. I'm gonna talk for a long time about a subject not in any way related, and pretty soon people will forget all about it. I'll remind people that I have a great haircut, and that under my stewardship, Vice City has had on average 15% better weather than before, while crime rates only go up if you don't turn the graph upside down. Turn it upside down, and they have halved under me, Alex Shrub. Vote Shrub for president and you'll have a friendly face in the White House, a man you can trust, a local man who likes golf and laughing and photo opportunities at your store or place of business. Just send me a letter. I'll send you an automated photocopied response. We call it democracy, and that's where the money goes.
Now, just a minute.
Don't interrupt. Let me finish.
But you're not...
And this man won't let me speak. You, Shorty, shut up and let me speak. I'm taller than him, ladies and gentlemen, by at least 3.
Alright, that takes care of the chopper missions. Now it's telling me to do the Malibu Club missions next. Sure. I don't really give a shit.
Supercilious manner.
Let's just check,
Besides which, I've been abroad, and I prefer it here because I'm a man of the people.
check the money from the
You'll get richer,
film studio
won't
really
feel
quickly.
Guilty about it.
Enough! We're running out of time, and you completely failed to answer the question.
I'm a professional. That's my
I don't really
job.
know why it's making me do
Mr.
the
Hickory?
Malibu Club. I don't think there's really any benefit to be had from it. Only 4,000. Alright, so we still have some time.
Filling up with trash. People who can't tell the difference between a swamp and a marsh. Guys who don't know the first thing about the legality of marrying within the family. That's why we need a river. People, I'm telling you, pick up your spades, go into your garden, start digging as deep and as far as you can. Pretty soon the whole state will be flooded and ruined, and then they'll have to leave. We must build a moat to the north or they will come down and ruin this great state.
And Mr. Hickory, were you born in Florida?
What a stupid question of all the cheek.
Were you?
Of course not. No one's been born in Florida since 1877, but I've been here for 5 years.
All right, Malibu Club purchased. All right, I guess let's do the first mission.
Tommy! Hey, Tommy, look at this. This is great. I've got us this minibar installed.
We got a whole bar downstairs, Ken.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I got the chalkboard you asked for.
Ah, that's the benefit of a law school education. The ability to follow instructions.
Now, I need a safe man.
Oh, all right. Well, let me think. Safe. I got it. This guy will blow you away. Ah, nah, that schmuck. He's on the inside.
Where inside?
In a police headquarters cell awaiting transfer.
I think he's about to get paroled.
So, alright. They took me out of my clothes, which kind of sucks. But I think there's a specific reason why. And also, this mission might have been a lot easier if I had the cop uniform, which you unlock at in a Vercetti Estate mission. I probably should have finished that off first, but whatever. In the station's locker room. Alright, let's go to the locker room, I guess. Oh, here we go. Okay. I wonder if you can also unlock the cop uniform this way. I don't know why it wasn't triggering.
Cam Jones?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm busting you out.
Whatever you say.
It's a sick introduction right there.
Lose the heat and get me back to my place.
Alright, unfortunately there's no fucking way to avoid this wanted level here. Alright, we need to just get the hell out of here. Can we find a car? We got ourselves a car. Alright, we gotta kill this guy before he fucking ends up busting me. Alright, get in, bruv.
I'm naked back here.
Oh, god damn it. The fucking pop tires. I swear, I feel like the tires are magnets that the bullets are just attracted to.
Well, I'm a mother, so I have to deal with this issue every day. My adorable kids have learned that it's wrong to be naked. When it's bath time, they know to put on a bathing costume. That's also the reason there are no mirrors in my house. Nudity leads to bad, naughty things.
Maurice, if I may interrupt, I haven't worn clothes since 1982. Clothes are seriously unnatural. Didn't you guys
I don't know why they insist on making you drive the Sentinel for a bunch of these missions that require driving quickly. Like Death Row, when you had to save Lance from getting fucking killed, they gave you a Sentinel. Here, obviously,
What if you die at work? An enormous piece of machinery falls on you.
I think the very next mission for the Malibu Club,
stops people from fighting. Have you seen an issue of National
which is
Geographic
notorious,
lately? People around the world are
forces you to drive a Sentinel.
Or a flamethrower. If you're naked, it could burn or scald in quite a personal fashion. Quite frankly, have you been to the zoo? Animals are naked.
This isn't a particularly fast vehicle. And I think they have the Sentinel XS, which is like the sportier version of this car, in this game. Why would they not just give you that car?
I'm gonna be doing a job, and you're my safecracker.
Beats losing my ass in his cell.
You can direct traffic and eat donuts entirely in the buff. Maurice.
Alright. Doesn't appear as though I got the opportunity to get
this 50-story statue will be able to deflect alpha, gamma, and
the
beta
cop uniform,
radiation. The day is
but
coming
we're wearing it
and
right
coming
now.
soon, where the artificial
So
suns will
what I'm
rain
gonna do
down to punish the
is
degenerates of this city.
save.
But you can save yourself.
Where's the nearest save point? I guess it's Diaz's mansion?
Self-sufficient community. We have
Yeah, let's just save at Diaz's mansion.
living quarters and enough supplies
And
to
then
survive happily. The predicted 40,000
we can
years
actually do the
in
vigilante missions
in
real
phase
quickly.
2, and with funding from NASA, we will equip this
And then we'll be, I think, fully caught up with the guide, which is
hits the
good.
proverbial fan, we will load up the statue with all of the people who have saved themselves through generous donations, blast into space, and colonize
Oh, I still have the camera. Alright, I am gonna save because if I accidentally die or somehow get busted, I'll lose the cop uniform. Don't want that to happen.
That's extreme stuff, Buster. But we'll leave amateur eugenics for a minute and ask our other panelists. Jan, you're a mom, so you know everything. What is your thought on all this? And do you think Pastor Richards stole his ideas from a movie or book?
Well, yes, I am.
Yeah,
a
there's the
mom.
Sentinel
My
XS
kids
right
are
there.
Very special.
I don't know why they can't just let you drive that.
Special classes. Now, I teach my kids history to give them perspective. Last night I was telling them about how Magellan sailed around the Strait of Magellan and met some friendly natives that gave him supplies.
Yeah, just jump into the street.
Then he had to kill all of
Genius.
them. And that's an important lesson about life. If you look at nature, you'll see many species that eat their children to protect them. This is especially true of hamsters. It's about putting the family first. That's really important to me, and where a lot of my morality comes from. And if you don't like it, find your own husband and stay away from mine, okay?
Okay, but, and excuse me if I sound a little confused here, but I don't think I understand.
Now, my morality comes from looking at history and biology and working out what's best for my kids and screw anyone else. That's what this country's all about.
Just another asshole driver.
Hippies. What a load of claptrap. What's your kid gonna do at a school with a name like Moonbeam or Wave or Horseradish or whatever they call them? How can you take your kid to a Little League game when you live in a communal farm growing drugs? It's awful. And that's what my life is about. Looking down on others.
Yes,
Alright, we should be able to walk into the military base without getting full of lead. If I could just get past this fucking barrier. There we go. Alright, there's a way to climb up here. I think it's... Is it over here? Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Now, if you just tried to walk in here, you would get lit the fuck up. Absent a cop uniform. And of course the hunter chopper is all the way at the back. I guess you could try and fly down here, but I mean, look, they had like, was that 5 army guys standing right next to it? I would have been killed. Oh, and this actually has a radio that we can listen to. That's good.
Keep your hair on and calm down, please, my friend. Divorce rates are up. Standardized test scores are down. Vampire sightings at the mall. Can the family be saved? Or, to put it another way, if we're
we should be able to do this fairly quickly.
Why weren't we already married? Jan, over to you.
Well, since I'm a happily married mother, I know the family unit is the basis of all society.
You just need to be careful to not hit into anything, because that's a quick way to damage the chopper.
Secretary, I understand just how important the family unit is in life. He's working hard, so
also
I
can't get too close if the vehicles explode, because then that'll create problems.
Your family.
Well, I like to compare it to nature. After all, it is one planet, even if we do just want to maim and kill each other, especially me. Now, look
did he get in another fucking vehicle? Yeah, he totally did.
Oh, and one of my hobbies, besides making babies and criticizing people, is biology. You learn so much from nature.
There we go.
People these days, they don't grow their own food. They can barely get out of their recliners and make it to the supermarket. I tell you, there is nothing super about that place. Kids these days don't know how to preserve and can their own
there he
food.
is.
No wonder all they want to do is play video games or hang out with their friends. What is it, the Degeneratron? What a crock of shit.
Hey, watch your language. This is radio. We have regulations about that sort of thing.
But you let a naked man on.
Yeah, he's behind the screen. You can't see him. It's not that exciting. Imagine a flabby guy with a ponytail and a nasty rash. You'll get the picture.
Imagine one. I married one. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were discussing the Degenatron, which I understand is a games machine.
I don't think I hit it.
Then you swore.
I'm sorry, it makes me so mad. I mean, what I heard my son, Patrick III,
Fucking Christ. Can't hit this goddamn thing.
In the house the other day. Rad and cool and stick it. I mean, I beat him to within an inch of his life, and he will
and we should
never
probably
make that
get a
mistake
police
again.
bribe so that we're not
America
dealing
should
with
be
level
spoken
3 wanted levels. There we go.
No, don't interrupt me. I've got children, you know. Please. This is really important. It's about the family.
Okay,
Look,
all right.
Look, nobody knows how to cook anymore. Nobody knows how to kill anymore. Nobody knows how to kill dinner.
Gotta be careful not to blow myself up.
My daddy was a very wise man. Before that tractor pull accident, my daddy taught me how to slaughter a pig. That's very useful information. Oh, sure, I was a little nervous at first, but he put me in a room with a fork and a fat sow and told me he'd be back in an hour for some fat back and hog gels. As a mother, I'm proud to say I throttled the life out of that little piggy.
Oh my God, come on.
I did it for my family, and I'll do it again. Feeding the family is my job as a mother. Daddy earns money and goes away with a secretary, and Mommy provides dinner and keeps a brave face on things, even though her heart is breaking. We're earning pills.
Barry, you look like you've got something to say.
I agree.
Son of a
Statistics show that
bitch.
families that spend time together naked are the best kinds of families.
There we go.
See, social
Fuck.
class distinctions disappear when everyone is naked. I can't tell if you're rich
I
or
think this
poor,
vehicle has a lot of
black
health,
or
so
white.
the
It doesn't
crashing
matter
into
'cause we're all
walls
naked. Designer
probably
clothes?
won't be that much of a
Try
concern. We
designer
really just gotta
music.
try and not
My
blow
body was
ourselves
made
up.
by the best designer around, Mother Nature. That's why we're lobbying to build a naked casino in Vice City, so old people can gamble naked and poor people can lose hope in the blob.
It is written, chapter 23, verse 5 of my book. He that gambles
Nice.
his money away is a fool, but he who believes in me will go to spend eternity in space with other affluent, well-to-do people. It's that simple. Do what I say and you won't have to think for yourself.
Oh, but I think it is, Pastor. We look around. Nudie clubs, discos, drinking. Do people want to be moral? Can you legislate morality? Can we tell people how to live their lives?
Absolutely. Yes, of course I can. Just look at Prohibition or the Cultural Revolution in China. We
Oh, is that
can
truck
learn a
still
lot
not
from
blown up?
history. Chairman Mao
Sure, it's on
or
fire, but
Stalin,
what the
they
fuck?
purged their lands of degenerates and intellectuals, the scum of the earth in my book. And look at the great societies they built. People want to be told how to act. And most people are idiots, and that's exactly who my teachings appeal to. This lawless, permissive society has no boundaries, and without boundaries, how do you know where the limits are? You have to know what's good and what's evil. You
Almost
need
done.
someone to tell you so. Single moms have obese kids, it's a fact, while rich people have a lot of guilt, unnecessarily, in my opinion.
I agree. I don't think these people understand just how hard it is to potty train. You have to give a treat when Precious makes a poop. My kids are big.
Alright, we're on the last level already. 4 fucking wanted level stars, though.
This country, all of this emphasis on being thin and healthy. When my children are hungry, I hand them a spear and send them out to the park to catch their own food. They're learning how to be self-sufficient. Yesterday, my youngest, Jono, killed the postman, but at least he was trying. So I gave him a cuddle, I told him to hit Daddy next time he comes home late smelling of cheap perfume.
Running rampant.
Okay.
And we're not going to do that. Alright. Vigilante missions are done. I like it. Let's lose this fucking wanted level now.
Morality is the subject at hand. Let's explain exactly how free radio without commercial breaks works. We'll be right back.
I think we have time for maybe one more mission.
Finally, a radio station for teachers and librarians. You've been enjoying pressing issues.
Okay, trying to think of where there's another
programming on this station without us begging for money.
Police bribe.
It's the bi-daily begathon here on VCPR, where we hold your favorite shows hostage until you pony up some cash.
You know what's so
I
great
don't really
about
see
VCPR?
any around
It's
here.
like a shining torch of cultural enlightenment for Vice City. In these times of darkness,
All right,
when
let's
the
just
hordes
get to
are
the
so
other side.
uneducated they can barely understand multisyllabic phrases like "clean my shoes better, Marissa," or "I'll report you to the IRS," or dialectical materialism.
There's
Isn't it
one
pleasant to have a patronizing voice on the radio?
around here. It might be a little tough to get into because it's actually
Any moment,
underground.
the unwashed Huns from the Midwest could descend upon Vice City and enslave the poets and postal
Is it back
workers
here?
and force us to watch
Yeah, it's like
network
down there.
programming.
That is a frightening thought. But like many things in life, you can throw money at something and feel better about yourself. VCPR is your public radio station.
I
but
think that's too
you have
difficult to
open
get
your
in the
wallet.
chopper.
That's right. If you pledge at the $1,000
I know that there's one up
level,
here, though.
You'll get tickets for In the Future There Will Be Robots at the Vice City Art Center.
People who see that show say it's difficult to put into English. That must mean it's spectacular.
Yes, but if you don't give money to VCPR, we could be thrown back to the Stone Age. Liberals will be set on fire in the streets. Give now. Let's return to pressing issues. Over to you, Maurice, in the studio. Useless, talentless asshole.
You're correct. He is an asshole.
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent isn't on
There's actually
commercial
another one
networks.
up here.
These people do it
Pretty
for
sure.
love because they have integrity, just like me. We're back with
Yeah,
pressing
it is.
issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public radio
You know
awards
what?
in
I
the
can
Vice
just
City
ditch this
area,
chopper because I don't
including
need it
Best
anymore.
Voice. On this show, we take
It's nice to
complex
have
issues
one
and
to
boil them
get
down
around
to
easier, but yeah, whatever. You know what? Actually, I could use it for the next mission because it'll make things a lot easier and quicker. Alright, now that our wanted level's in a more manageable
in France question
level,
the morality of making the mammoth extinct.
we have time for like one
I
more
think
mission.
We all know what happened there. Is it society's job to tell each other how to live? Recently, my
Also,
city
when I said
considered
earlier that the
passing
next
a public
mission is
curfew
going to
that
make us
says
use a
nobody
sentinel,
can
I
be
was
on the
wrong. I
streets
think it's
after
actually the
8:30
mission
p.m.
after it.
Of course, the bill didn't get passed, but it made people think. If you don't vote, you get morons in charge. Is that moron?
Oh, and there's the save point. The shootist.
We need a stick-up man, you know one?
Hey, Tommy, this stuff keeps you sharp, man. Woo! I could be your stick-up man. Stick 'em up, stick 'em up!
You ain't a stick-up man, you're an idiot. Now get yourself a drink and shut up.
Hey, get out of my way! Yeah. Ow.
Relax.
Cam, what do you think?
Well, the best shooter in this town is a guy named Cassidy.
Is that so?
Yeah, a military guy, or thinks he is. I doubt he was ever in the army, but he certainly knows how to get a hold of guns. He'll be down at the shooting range.
All right. So we need to go across town to the shooting range.
Breeze is so liberating.
Thanks very
Oh God,
much.
please.
Now,
Go up,
if
go
you
up,
could
go up,
get
go up,
back
go up.
behind
There we
that
go.
divider, Barry, please. Otherwise, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Thank you. Now sit down. On pressing issues, we think it is very important to respect one another. To treat each other like we would like to be treated.
I want a hug.
If you don't like the United States, son, why don't you move to Russia? I don't understand people in America today. They call this a Cold War, but it's hotter than hell. Mark my words, any day now you're sitting in school.
After this mission, I think the studio should have money ready to collect.
And there are Russian paratroopers dropping in to take over. What can you do? Run into the woods with your friends? Call your...
All right, just get out.
Need a drink, sweetheart? Don't worry about it.
You Phil Cassidy?
Why?
I'm looking for a man who can handle a gun. From this setup, I'm not too convinced.
Son, I can shoot a fly off your head at 80 feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I learned it in the Army.
Fly shooting real popular in the Army? Glad I don't pay tax.
You trying to be funny, kid? Let's shoot!
What a guy. Hit as many targets as you can in the time limit. Easy enough. A lot of instruction for this.
Live ammunition. Aim. 3, 2, 1, fire.
Okay. Alright, so we want to aim for the furthest one, because it's worth the most points. If we hit the guy in front, whatever.
You could hit a barn door!
Man, take it easy, bro. Alright, we should get like another 2 targets before this round is over. Alright, I'm not gonna have enough time to get another one, I don't think. Alright, we got 43. Not so bad. Hit as many targets as you can. Yes, we know. Okay, all targets are 1 point now.
Aim. 3, 2, 1,
Alright, where are they? So the targets appear to be Misty, and I think that's supposed to be Claude. Fuck. Ah, shit.
Area clear.
Oh, I actually emptied the clip.
Aim. 3, 2, 1, fire.
Alright, so we don't really need to try that hard. We already beat the score. Targets move a little fast to really even try that hard anyway, so you need to, like, anticipate that they're going to appear in order to really have a chance at getting them. Yeah, even though I was at that side, I still missed. Need to have, like, a hair trigger response. I could just empty out my ammunition and just finish the fucking round like that. Like, I don't think I've ever hit one of the targets in the windows up there. And I got him. Yep, missed.
Area clear.
Okay, 81% accuracy. It's decent. Go and talk to Phil. Where are you, Phil?
So, do you want to do me a favor and help me put together a job?
Son, after shooting like that, if you asked me to be your wife, I'd say yes.
Wow. I'm flattered, really. So with that, you actually unlock another minigame, but we're not going to do that in this part. We're already at time. Let's go check on the status of our money.
Oh, there. People put on clothes when it's cold. We evolved without a warm covering of hair.
That's a lie, sir. We come from the great meteor of truth.
Clothes are a habit, like shaving and taking out the trash.
Should have enough.
As soon as you stop, you
Or it
realize
should
what
be
a
full
prisoner
up
you
by
were to
now.
society and the twisted state of morality. People think that nudists are immoral. Well, we're not. I'm married. I love my...
Yep, full up. Alright. Getting a little bit of our money back. You know what? Let's just save here. Fuck it. Alright, as always, it's been real and it's been nice. In other words, it's been real nice. I'll see you next time.